Hi everyone, I'm MaryAnn. I'm a visual artist and voice coach from Singapore, currently in Singapore, and welcome to day 61 of my 100-day vlog series. So if you're someone who has a dream and you've always wanted to go after it, or you're passionate about something and you want to create something around that, and ultimately you're looking to have a worthy and meaningful purpose in your life, this is a vlog series that I made for you where I share what I've learned in my journey of pursuing my dreams, of going after what I'm passionate about, of creating a worthy and meaningful purpose for myself. And this is a journey that I've actively and consciously been on for the last 8 years. So there's been a lot of ups and downs, there's been a lot of struggles, and learning how to overcome my own internal barriers and obstacles towards making the stuff that I really want to make. So if you have any questions about these, feel free to ask them in the comments, or you can directly message me through any one of my social media links, which are in the write-ups attached to these videos. So I can't believe that I'm actually 60% of the way through this 100-day vlog series. That's the equivalent of 2 months of working continuously every single day producing a new vlog, and this is the longest I've ever gone in producing a video series ever. Yeah, so it's been a very interesting journey, and it was definitely something outside of my comfort zone when I started. And now I've gotten to a point where I'm starting to get used to my system of recording the vlogs, of transcribing them and editing them and scheduling them ahead of time. Yes, that's what I do. I don't actually put a new one up every single day. I schedule them ahead of time, but not too much ahead of time, like 4 or 5 days ahead of time. And you might have noticed if you've been tuning in every day that I've done something with my hair. So I basically shaved off part of it. Well, the hairdresser shaved off part of it, not me. So this is a hairstyle I've had about 4 years ago in a way more drastic fashion than what it is now. So now it's a little bit more understated. But it was still something that is kind of outside of my comfort zone because, well, it was a pain in the ass when the hair started to grow back out and I had to wear a hat for like a good 1 month because at one point all the hair was just kind of standing and it wouldn't lie flat, so it just looked really ridiculous. But I decided that, you know what, I'm gonna embrace that inconvenience and go for it again because I have been thinking about doing this to my hair for the last month, and finally I just made the appointment and just went and did it. Okay. So that brings me to the topic for today's vlog. If there's something that you've been thinking about doing and you're not quite certain about it because it's outside of, it's outside of what you consider normal for you or your routine for you, but you feel at the same time that, you really want to change in your life and you've been thinking about this thing that you like to change or this thing that you want to try, don't put it off. Just go and do it. Just take a chance. Just put yourself into that position where you're able to go through with it and just do it. Like what helped with me to finally go and get the hairstyle that I've been thinking about for the past month was to just make an appointment with my hairdresser. Well, no, I don't even have a usual hairdresser. I went to a new hairdresser who has set up her own hair studio in her living room. So that was really interesting experience. And I decided to just go for it, and just go and check it out and see what she can actually do and how she would craft this hairstyle for me that I had in mind. I think as human beings, we are very used to the things that we're comfortable with. We are, especially when we reach a certain age, we have kind of tested out many different things before and we kind of discover what it is that we like and what we don't like, and so it's very easy for us. And because who has so much time to spend like trying everything new, right? Like we want things to be done easy and fast and convenient, and that's also the way things have been in this world. So we tend to stick to our few favorite things and we just go with that because it's a lot easier to handle your life in that way. Or maybe on the weekends, you go to the mall, but you always go to the same mall. Or you're always shopping at the same shops. Or you're always, going to the same restaurant and you're always ordering the same food at the same restaurant. So it's things like these, that it's kind of our comfort zone. And because we enjoy these things, there's totally nothing wrong with having them and enjoying them and going for them because, we want to do things that make us happy. But once in a while, and especially when you start feeling that urge to like try something different or try something new, just go for it. It can even be little things like when you're at home and you have a meal with your family at a dining table, and let's say there's always like a fixed seat where you always sit on, sit in another seat. Or if you have like a favorite spot on the sofa, just, go to the other end of the sofa instead of sitting at the same end all the time. And the reason why we want to change things up in our life a little bit here and there, every now and then, is because when we do something different, it gives us a different perspective on life. It gives us a different data point about things. And in that process of discovering something new about what's around us, we also discover something new about ourselves. Because when you try out these new things, you will have a reaction to it, you will have a response to it. Whether it's fear, whether it's excitement, whether it's nervousness, whether it's disgust, because sometimes the thing you try just really tasted horrible. But it's data. It's data for yourself. It's data for your life. It's about you stepping outside of what you're used to and what you're comfortable with to see something different and to see something that you otherwise wouldn't be able to see. So I think when we change things up in our life every now and then, when we try something different and try something new, and we see a different vantage point that we otherwise wouldn't have seen, it is a very important practice to do that, especially if you're someone who wants to go after your dreams. And this is because when we go after our dreams, we go after something that really matters to us. A lot of times it requires us to take that leap of faith, to step outside of what we're used to and what is considered normal and safe for us, and to go after something that is unknown. And if you're someone who's very used to your routine and very used to your favorite places to go, and you don't really change things up that much, it becomes easier to stay in that comfort zone. And then when it comes to your dream, it's a bit more difficult to push yourself outside of what you're comfortable with to really take action towards that dream, especially when all your internal barriers will come up when you're going after your dream. So it's not so much a random decision to try to change things up, but rather a conscious one that we make because we are contemplating something. And then, it's good also to reflect upon your experience of this new thing that you have tried, or this change that you have made, to see whether it's something that you really want to incorporate into your life, or to decide that, okay, this was clearly a mistake and what can I learn from this experience. And it is in the practice of doing these little changes in our lives here and there that we train ourselves up to be more open to the unpredictable things, to be more open to being flexible, to be more open and more able to embrace the changes and the struggles that come along when we're on this journey of pursuing our dreams. So if you have enjoyed today's video, subscribe to my channel on YouTube or like my Facebook page wherever you're seeing this on. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments, or you can directly message me through any one of my social media links which are in the write-ups attached to these videos. And I'll see you tomorrow.